Hi, this is Stephen Gacovino from Gacovino Lake & Associates. I'm an attorney, personal injury attorney, right here in Savyville, New York. Thanks for watching this video today. Today's topic, what to do in the event of a slip and fall accident in a store. This happens to a lot of our clients. They've fallen in stores and they didn't know exactly what to do. So we're going to discuss that topic today. First thing that you need to do is seek help. Now, might seem obvious, but you might need help getting up. You might need help gathering your things. But if there's anybody around you, ask for help and get the help that you think that you need. If you think that you're too injured to move, then certainly don't move. But if you want help getting up, if you want assistance getting to a chair, if there's a particular area of the body that's hurting, sometimes they can bring you ice. But try to figure out what help you need and get that help. Okay, so that's the number one thing that you do. The number two thing that you do, make a report of this incident to an employee of the store. Again, it might seem obvious, but absolutely do this. A lot of times we've had clients trip and fall or slip and fall in a store, or something fell on them in the store. That's another thing that can happen too. But people have fallen and just left the store. And then maybe went to a doctor 2 days later, or 3 days later, or 4 days later. Well, by the time you do that, you've lost sort of a lot of the evidence, and you've given an insurance company an ability to sort of compromise your case. They'll say, well, how hurt could this person be? They didn't even report it to the store. Or how do we know this accident happened? They didn't even report it to the store. Well, report it to the store if you think that you're hurt. It's very important, and you ought to do it. The next thing that you need to do is try to figure out exactly what it was that caused your fall. Again, very, very important. All right, so if there's liquid on the floor, try to figure out what the liquid is. Try to figure out what the source of the liquid is. Now, this could be in a department store, incidentally. This can be in a grocery store. If it's in a grocery store in the produce aisle, was it from squished fruit? If it was in an aisle where there's milk that maybe fell off the shelf, was it that? Is it something that was leaking out of the frozen food department? If it was in a department store, is it something else? Is it just an object? Is it a hanger off a rack? Try to figure out what it was that caused your accident. All right? Again, this is a very important thing because ultimately in a litigation you may be asked to testify what was it that caused your fall. And if you don't have an answer for it, well, you know what? Your case is going to be exposed. It's going to be in jeopardy. The next thing that you need to do, if you're hurt, ask a store employee to get you medical assistance. Typically, call an ambulance. All right, you should take yourself right to the hospital. After these type of accidents, people hurt their knees, they hurt their hips, they hurt their backs, they can hurt their head. And you might not know exactly what your injury is at that time, but you know that you have pain. And it's a great idea for your health and potentially for litigation to make sure that you call an ambulance. It's a good idea. All right, and then finally, when discussing your injury with a healthcare professional, if they ask how the accident happened, make sure you tell them exactly what happened. I slipped and fell on such and such, or I tripped and fell on something, or something fell on my head. That type of information does go into that record, and if you don't tell them, or if you tell them something else, ultimately that information will get into the hands of an insurance company, and they'll try to use it against you during your case. Okay, so let's review that one more time. Seek help. Make a report to a store employee. Try to figure out what it was that made you fall. Make sure that you have a store employee call an ambulance if you need one. And then finally, when talking to a healthcare professional, make sure that the healthcare professional knows how it was that you felt, because that might become part of the record. Okay, if you've been involved in a slip and fall accident, or an accident in a department store or a grocery store or a restaurant or any kind of place like this, I want you to call me. Give me a call at 1-877-785-5800. I want to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching this video today.